class, welcome. I hope you all had a good weekend. What were some things we did? You went to the park? That sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, if you remember correctly, on Friday we were talking about jobs. We had such a great discussion about all the different jobs there are and what our parents do. So today we're going to continue our discussion about jobs. To begin, I need you to get out your workbooks and turn to page 14. It should look like this. Alright. It looks like everyone is ready. So for our first activity, we're going to do some vocabulary practice. So we are going to write the correct numbers next to the words. As you can see, there are 4 boxes in each section. We're going to match those up with the words on the right. Alright, so for section A, box 1, let's do this one together. So what do you think his job might be? Josh? Good, you're correct. He is a doctor. So I want you to go through section A, B, and C on your own, and we'll go over them when everyone is finished. Alright, it looks like everyone is done. So we already did box 1. So let's look at box 2. Maria, what do you think he does? He is a teacher, correct. And box 3? Yes, Lucas, he is a police officer. And box 4 is a little tricky. Yes, he is a pilot. Do you know anyone who does one of these jobs? Lucas? You're right, your dad is a pilot. Let's go to section B. This one talks about places. So let's look at box 1. What place is that? Maria? A hospital, correct. And box 2? A police station, all right. And box 3? An airport, good, good. And box 4 is a school, very good. And section C is things they do. Box 1, what does a doctor do? They help sick people, very good. And box 2, teaches students, very good, Maria. What about box 3? Sarah? Don't know? Alright. Josh? He catches thieves. Very good. And box 4. Flies planes. Good, Lucas. Alright. Who does these things? You're right. A doctor does help sick people. What about teaches students? Good. A teacher. Let's turn the page. We can continue. So for the directions for this lesson, we're going to do the same thing where we put the correct letter in the box below. So let's go over box 1 for section A. It says, she's a vet. So what question do you think might go with she's a vet? Maria? Very good. What is her job? Those two match up because her and she match. Alright, so you're going to continue on and do section A, B, C, and D, and we'll come together as a class when everyone's done. Alright, let's see. Everyone is completed. Very good. Alright, so box 2 in section A says he's a scientist. So, which one does that match up with? Sarah? Letter A. Good. What is he? Let's look at section B. This one asks you to match up the question with the statement. So it says, what does a baker do? Josh? Good. A. He bakes bread. And what about box 2 says, what does a chef do? A chef makes food in a restaurant. Very good. Let's turn the page. Look at section C. Box 1 says, I work in a fire station. I'm a firefighter. What question might you ask to get that information? B. Where do you work? Very good. And box 2 says, she works in a restaurant. So what letter matches up with that? Sarah? Good. Where does a cashier work? And section D asks some information about you. So, Josh, why don't you give us an example of what you wanted to do? Josh said, I want to work in a fire station. So what question lines up with Josh's statement? Very good. Where do you want to work? And Maria, tell us what you put down for box 2. All right, Maria said, I want to be a chef. What question lines up with that? What do you want to be? Very good. All right, flip the page. So for this next section, we're going to get together in our partners and work together to answer the questions by looking at the picture. So for section A, you're going to write down some words that describe the picture above. And then you're going to answer the questions in section B. So everyone get with their partners. All right, good. All right. Now work with your partner. Very good. All right, everyone is done. So Lucas, can you tell me some words you wrote down with your partner? You wrote down that he has gloves. Can someone tell me why he might have gloves? Yes, because it's very hot. All right, what were some other words? He has a hat. Very good. Now let's move on to section B and answer the questions. So, what is his job? Lucas? Yes, he is a chef. And Maria, where does he work? He works in a restaurant. Very good. What does he do? He makes food. All right. What are some things you see in this picture? Yes, he has a hat. There's an oven. Yes. He has gloves on. Good. And he's making food. So, what is he making in the picture? Yes, see, he is making food. All right, very good. We're almost done. We have one last lesson to go over. So everyone turn the page. We're going to continue to work with our partner and look at the chart below. And then we're going to answer some questions. So for section A, you're going to look at the chart and describe what you think the percentages mean. And then for section B, you're going to answer the questions. So, everyone begin working. All right. So, Maria, what did you and your partner come up with for section A? Yes, you're correct. 3% of students want to become teachers. Very good. And Lucas? Yes, doctors. 20% of students want to become doctors. Very good. All right, and section B had you answer some questions. So let's look at the first question. What job choice is the most popular? Josh? Yes, pilots are the most popular. And which is the least popular? Sarah? Very good. Yes, teachers are the least popular job that students want to be. All right, class. You did a fantastic job on this. I'm so proud of you. And let's take a break before we begin our next lesson. All right.